Welcome to my YouTube channel. A lot of you have been asking me, for next, how do I get a perfect brow? How do I draw my brows? I want to slay using just my brows. Today is that day. I'm going to teach you simple techniques on how to slay your brows. So let's get right into it. First things first, I always ask you to use your primer because we need this brow staying in place the whole day. Be it brow or full makeup, we have to put primer. Very important. You may be wondering, do we need foundation too? Yes, we do. If the foundation be faulty, what can the righteous do? Always remember to use foundation that is your skin tone, and with a damp beauty blender, blend that foundation beautifully and let it melt right into your skin. You already know after foundation comes the powder. Get your fluffy brush, your kabuki brush, and powder your face. Powder every single spot you had applied the foundation. Yes, we need setting powder too. I'm not just teaching you brows now. I'm teaching you brows that will stand the test of time. So get your setting powder and bake those brows up. Then brush them off and get ready to slay. At this point, I'm just brushing the brows up so that I can get it well laid because we are about to take it to another level. There's a personal technique that I have that makes drawing your brows really, really easy. I call it the straight line arc tail rule. Straight line arc tail. Now if you look at your brows, you would see how it has been shaped. It looks like there's a straight line in front and then something like an arc at the corner here and then the tail. That's the formula we are going to follow in order to get a beautifully drawn brow. You just finished learning the theory. Now let us practice it. Following the straight line arc tail rule. This is a personal rule I made for myself when I discovered how the brow is being aligned in order to help me draw anytime, any day. Just like I've done in this video, you follow the straight line under your brow. Where you have the arc, you arc around there and you draw the tail. The same thing for the top, nothing different. You arc where you have the arc at the top and then you bring it down to join with the tail. Then outline your straight line. Continue doing this step by step, one by each. Do not rush it. And then you join with the tail. Make it beautiful. This is my simple rule and it's been working. Try it out. Once we have achieved a beautiful outline, the next thing is to fill the brow. I began to fill my brows by drawing little strokes in front of the brow to make it as natural as possible, as if there are baby hairs in front of the brow. And then I proceeded to fill in the brow all the way to the tail. Now this is the procedure you will continue till the brow looks evenly filled from the front to the back. The front has to be very light and scanty in order to look natural. I quickly drew the other side of the brow off camera and now I'm back and I'm brushing the brows upwards, aligning the hairs so that everything can be in place because we are about to conceal. We need to see that our brows are well drawn and ready for concealing. All you need are these 4 items to conceal like a pro. Drawing and concealing your brows has now become very easy for you because you have learned the straight line arc tail rule. Concealing is no different. You can now conceal like a pro, following the same thing. Just the way your brows were aligned, follow it carefully. Where the arc is, you arc there. Where the tail is, you draw the tail there. Where the straight line is, you follow the straight line and you just blend out every time you pick. You blend out every time you pick. Follow the outline. Straight line, arc, tail. Straight line, arc, tail. Straight line, arc, tail. Where there is a straight line, you make a straight line. Where there is an arc, you make an arc. And then you blend. If you notice any defect or any mistakes, you are looking at your brow and it's not looking like an arc. It's not looking like a straight line. Go back to it and correct it. That's where your brow goes better. Just like what I did. I noticed something was not right. I couldn't see my arc anymore. And my straight line had a little defect. I went back and I corrected it. Look at that brow now. So beautiful. Pick your blending brush and begin to blend out that concealer from the back to the front and from the front to the back, blending onto your eyelid. We want to give an even spread so we do not have a lot of concealer staying at one place. For the top of the brow, we will need a matching shade of foundation, the same foundation you used when you were prepping the brow. And it does not follow any other rule. The same rule, straight line, arc, tail. Follow your straight line at where you have a straight line, arc where you have an arc, and then bring it down to join with the tail. It is that simple. Once you know this rule, believe me, you have become a pro. Straight line, arc, tail, and once you are done, you just blend it into the skin. Do you now see why we needed a matching shade of foundation? So it could just sit into that skin flawlessly, no demarcations. Once you are done with that, pick a damp beauty blender and just blend into the skin. This is why we needed a matching shade of foundation, so it blends into the skin beautifully. You are almost ready, girl. I quickly concealed the other part of my brows so we could finish this video on time because I know you are itching to go out and slay. Using a little fluffy brush, pick powder and then dab it into the spot you had concealed. More like drying off those spaces so we do not have it crease when you are out in your event. Remember, makeup that will stay. Get your fluffy brush, dip it into powder and then powder the remaining part of your face. Powder everywhere because our brows are ready and we can't wait to slay it. Once you are done, take out some time and just admire those brows. You did it, girl. You drew those brows. See you in my next video.